Welcome back, everybody, and good morning. This is the Sedona International Film Festival 2025. I'm Tanya June Moore, and I want to give a huge shout out to Cleaner Quicker Car Wash, BMO Harris Bank, the Kling Family Foundation, the Goldenstein Gallery, the City of Sedona. Oh my gosh, there's too many sponsors that make this incredible festival happen. Make sure you're out there saying thank you to them. I also want to say a thank you to all the people that are feeding us this week. It takes a whole lot to feed a village, and we are very appreciative because then we get filmmakers like this in the seat. Please introduce yourselves and your film.
So I'm Sebastian Willemans. I'm the filmmaker of Nomad Solitude. It's a feature documentary speaking about nomads. And Laurie is here with me. She's a nomad and one of the protagonists of the movie we made together.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. What inspired you to create this documentary?
Well, I did 20 years ago a movie about nomads getting sedentary in Africa. And I realized that I wanted to do something on the opposite side, like finding people who were sedentary and became nomads. And I read that book called Nomad Land. I mean, lots of people know the movie, but
Yes.
it was initially a journalistic investigation. And I read that book, and it triggered me to go to Quartzsite, and that's where I met Laurie.
Yeah, Quartzsite is a huge hub of nomad life. What got you involved in nomad life?
I've always traveled off and on and just adventure and seeing what's around the next corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the fun part.
And the freedom.
It is a lot of freedom. It
And,
is
and I can control my bills, I can control my financial. It's much easier. So,
yes.
yeah.
And your
so-
story is really a beautiful through story, by the way. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being so open and vulnerable to share that with us.
I was just helping a starving artist.
So, was there something for you that, as you were filming this and then you put it all together,
Yeah.
that really stood out for you, that you felt, you learned, or that really struck you about this lifestyle?
Wow, it's difficult to say that in a few words, but no, I think what I was really impressed by the three women that I follow, because as you were just telling, you know, this sense of freedom and this sense of whatever happened in the past, there is still a force to go forward, you know, and to find peace and to find positive aspects in life. And I think through you and the two other ladies, Christy and Linda, you really offered me this perspective. And I mean, you are not 20 anymore, you know, and so and I think you gave me a lot, you know, in that aspect, you know, saying that whatever happens in life, there is still something that can happen and something positive that can happen on the road.
Yes. And I know you shot a lot of footage. Who edited this?
Well, I worked with a French editor. Yeah, we were two, and we edited during 3 months, I think, and we had 200 hours of footage.
Yeah.
So
I
that's a
was
long-
wondering, how did the story unfold? Because this really does have a nice through line to it. Like a
Thank
lot
you.
of documentaries come in and it's just, here's some content, right?
Yeah, yeah,
and we're
yeah.
used to seeing that. This actually tells a really beautiful story of these three
Uh-huh.
characters. How did that play out? Did you think, oh, that's the story I'm going to tell, or did it come out as you were editing?
No, I knew. It's more like when I was shooting it, I knew when I got somehow a story. You know, when we met, I mean, we spent some beautiful time in the desert, but then I wanted to see different locations where nomads are. You know, and I mean, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but. When we went to see your daughter, you know, this was something unexpected. I could have never written that, you know.
Correct.
And I think it was important to see a bit your family background, and then and that could have happened only with time. And I knew that I needed to follow.
How long? How long did you
3
follow?
years and a half.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think.
goodness.
Yeah,
All
some-
around the country.
Yeah, all
he
over the country.
chased me all over us.
You were everywhere?
Oh my
Yeah, I mean, we
goodness.
started in Arizona and we ended in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Was that it? Yeah.
And we did
Wow.
Illinois and Georgia and
Uh,
there were some other places.
yeah,
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was there any place that stood out for you in this trip around our beautiful country?
Well,
New Hampshire.
You love New Hampshire? I mean,
Yeah.
I love Arizona, but I mean, but that was the beauty also of the project, is that, I mean, the U.S. is so diverse That it really permitted to see all the beauties of the nature, you know, and that's also the beauty of nomadism. It's that you're not in the cities; you are in the nature.
If you don't like where you are, the temperature, the scenery, the climate, just you have wheels.
Yeah, you can just go somewhere
Go.
else.
Exactly.
That's exactly
the
right.
beauty of this. It's amazing.
So, what was it like getting into this particular film festival with this film?
Well, a lot. I mean, for the moment, we just arrived yesterday, but I mean, I hadn't heard about it. You know, I'm from Belgium, so it's quite far from the US. But when I checked online afterwards, and I was like, whoa, that's quite a big festival here. So yeah, I'm really excited. We are excited.
Yes.
And we're going to see our first documentary afterwards, and then I'm excited to see other
so when
ones.
does it screen here?
So it's screened on the Friday at 10 a.m. and then also on Saturday at 1:10 p.m. Yeah.
And you know, this lifestyle has really blown up here in the United States
Yeah.
over the last 10 or 15 years. And maybe even a little more than that, because I was doing this about 15 years ago or 10 years ago. And it seems that more and more people are interested in it. And I love your opening where you talk about how many women are out there doing this on their own, which on one hand I love. I'm like, we can do anything,
Yes,
can't
we
we?
can.
Yes, we can.
Even if we're old.
Never use those language. No, no, no. We have stopped aging, darling.
I wish, but
Well, please go out and see the film. It's a beautiful documentary that has a really great through thread about these three protagonists. And there's some really tender moments, and then there's some really uplifting moments in this film as well. So it's not a downer, folks. It is actually a really nice film that's uplifting, that
and
is
I
positive.
gained a friend through it
And
all.
look at this. I love it.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Follow hashtag Sedona Film Fest to catch all of this incredible content that we're putting out there. And I will see you very shortly with another filmmaker.